come back to that.
I'd say Xandar's actually looking pretty good, considering the place was shot to bits, stomped all over by a celestial, then ripped up, dropped into some kind of crazy limbo world.
I'll show them.
Taserface.
You look like someone who can tell a stupid name from a really awesome, terrifying one. So tell me honestly, Taserface is a really awesome, terrifying name, right? Right? And your silence says it all. It's always the silence or the laughing, never the screams or the say what? That's such a cool and intimidating name that I was promised. So that settles it. You need to help me find out what these people think a scary name sounds like. You're gonna canvass this place until I have a name that strikes fear into the hearts of all men, women, and or other. This is totally gonna work, or my name isn't TBD.
The bad guys sure are keeping us busy. Can you take care of the incident near you?
If your home was lost or sliced in half during the formation of my glorious world, then why not consider signing up to
Oh, I need that.
where every recruit gets a bed in our comfy barracks. Bring your own towel.
Oh no!
Oh, there you are.
Get a move on.
So then he says nobody talks to Taserface that way, and oh boy, you should have seen us crying. I was crying laughing. So good. So good. We did have to skedaddle pretty quick after that, though.
Did you ever find out what all that commotion was over in Xandar? Sounded pretty wild.
Did you hear? There was some kind of incident over in Sakar, in the museum, I think. Don't know what happened, but whatever it was, everyone's now way too scared to go near the place.
The Citadel shield has fallen. Kang's reign is at an end.
Shame about the museum shutting down. But after that business with those spike monsters getting in, I guess they didn't really have much of a choice.
Oh. Let's do that now, actually.
Good to see ya.
Nova Corps is always happy to help a noble cause, even if you are...
can't believe I missed the lady giving out free Hexagon Blitz t-shirts.
I can't believe I came to see you and that's all you had to say.
Any citizens having trouble dealing with their recent time displacement?
This is quite the conundrum.
All right! Get out there and see what these losers think is so great! So what did you find out? Spill it! Guess there could be something to that. Think you might have something there. So, the spike monster outbreak over in Sakaar gave everyone the heebie-jeebies, eh? Good! Yeah, that settles it. From now on, my name will be... Spike Face! That's good! And spikes are doubly cool, because not only is it the name of a monster, it's also spiky, which makes it even more dangerous. As thanks for your small part in this, you can call on me for a favor whenever you need it. But, you may have to direct your requests to Taserface, just until all the paperwork goes through.
Something for...
What a Kang-tastic day. I get paid to say that.
This again.
That carnivorous plant near the Novacore building seems a little dangerous. I hope some brave gardener takes care of it before it eats somebody.
Who decided to put our city next to an active volcano? I like hot and dangerous as much as the next guy, but this is too much.
Ugh. Can someone do something about those awful Kang announcements? Listening to the guy who destroyed our home prattle on all day is not my idea.
I was thinking I'd take a trip to Egypt soon. I bet the kids would love making sand castles. And I've heard the weather is pretty fair.
Oh, you literally have to follow it.
I do so enjoy sitting next to the central fountain. It emits a sense of mystery, like there's some sort of secret hidden inside. Oh, everything I need in this town is either destroyed or just straight up doesn't exist anymore. Thanks a lot, Kang.
I wonder if that Lemurian guy was here to stay. He was super rude to me when I went to say hi before.
Okay. I'll agree with your game.
A most valuable item.
Boss is gonna blitz me.
Oh, who's that? Oh, I really can't remember her name.
Oh, when I get my hands
Shondu.
Ooh. When I find the rock brain that left my cargo hold unlocked, I'ma kill all of 'em. I just caught a bunch of no-good bandits helping themselves to my loot. Took care of most of them, but the rest managed to slip away with my goods. Ain't nobody steal from the Yondu clan. I stole that booty fair and square, and now we're gonna steal that stolen booty I stole back. You with me? Smart choice. All right. Time to hunt down those thieving bandits and reclaim my booty.
Again, I thought we were going to say something else then.
I'd recognize that smell anywhere. That's the sweet smell of swag, mixed with the not-so-sweet stench of swag swipers.
Where am I going?
There they are. Get them! Don't forget to grab all that loot they dropped. We ain't done till we got every last piece.
Ripped up and dropped into some kind of crazy limbo.
You get it all, then move out.
Hello.
Kang, he's watching you. Always watching.
I believe one of my
I wonder if that Marion guy in the pool is here to stay. He was super rude to me when I went to say hi before.
More of them thieves dead ahead. Time to take back what they stole. That's definitely my booty tumbling out of their pockets. Don't see any more of my treasure here. Let's keep on looking.
All right, Kang's defenses are down. The Guardians are finally gonna teach that no-good buckethead a lesson.
Come on, Guardians. How long does it take to beat one guy? I want to go home already.
Go home then.
Look at what we got here. So kind of you boys to hold on to my treasure for me, but let me take it off your hands. Did you grab all the gold? Ain't
I got it all.
sitting in the dust, kid.
I do.
All right, let's do a quick stock check. 1, 2, 6, 4, something. Who am I kidding? I can't count. But my Ravager's instincts say it checks out. So that's good enough for me. Nice work, Skipper. Hopefully that'll teach the rest of those bandits not to mess with me. I tell you, with all these dishonest folk around these days, you can't be too careful. So lucky for you, you've now got the Yondu clan to watch your back. You ever find yourself in a scrap, you give me a holler.
What a Kang-tastic day. Sorry, I get paid to say that.
Those Asgardians next door are pretty impressive. The way they dress and those accents.
Mantis.
Excuse me, do you have a moment? It's admirable how many people are adapting to a new...
Nebula. That's the one I was thinking of.
But I can also sense others who are scared or uncertain of the future. As an empath, I can use my powers to influence the emotions of others. I want to use that power to make these troubled people feel happy, even if only for a little while, to help them through this difficult time.
Oh, shit.
Oh, thank you. I can sense a few people in this area affected by extreme negative emotion. Let's start looking for them. I should have mentioned this earlier, but while I'm with you, the sources of negative emotions will also appear on your radar. That should help us search. I think we're close to someone who needs our help. Can you see who it is? I just need to get close.
I can't believe what happened to Clive. Is she a villain? Is he a villain? Is that Rock a villain? I can't trust anyone. Everyone's a suspect.
Here, let me help you.
Don't hurt me! Oh, I don't know what you just did, but I feel amazing. I guess the odd crazy person doesn't mean there aren't still good people like you around. I should probably go and apologize to Frank for screaming faker at him earlier. Maybe later.
Aw, nobody told me a monorail system was going to appear overnight.
Oh, you can't go in there.
It's cold.
Now I don't know where I belong.
Excuse me, can I just... I think you have something on you.
What? Where? I don't see anything.
Huh. You know, I've just realized that this place has a coffee shop almost identical to my old one.
I can just belong there until this whole thing blows over.
And maybe this place won't have an annoying laptop lady in there all the time. We get it. You're a writer or something.
That really must be an American thing.
Oh, the city is so ugly. All those horrible flashing lights. I miss my old view of the mountains. But what if we never go home? I might never see it again.
I'm sorry. Could I bother you for a moment?
What is it? Huh? Ah, you know, maybe ugly was a bit harsh on this view. It's definitely different, but I could get used to it. And no one can take away my memories of the old view. I should definitely start sleeping in another room, though. Those lights might be not ugly, but they are not helpful when you're trying to get to sleep.
The Citadel shield is far.
Oh man, oh man. I wish I was at home instead of this crazy place.
Excuse me, this will only take a moment.
Huh? Hey, what are you... Oh, hey, I suddenly feel really peaceful. And was the view always this good? I could stay out here all day.
I'm no longer sensing any of the negative emotions I was before. We did it. The effect of my power may only be temporary, but the new thoughts often lead to longer-lasting realizations, resulting in a general overall happiness. Sorry, I must sound like an advert for herbal remedies. At least, that's what Star-Lord normally tells me. Anyway, thank you for your help. If there's anything I can do to return the favor, don't hesitate to ask.
Interesting.
Then we can go. Supreme. It's not Central Intelligence, it's Supreme Summit, isn't it?
Nova Corps is always happy
Nova
to help.
Prime.
Providing the refreshments for Quill's soiree was the least Xandar could do, after everything the Guardians of the Galaxy have done for us in our recent troubles with Kang. Although I didn't expect the responsibility to fall directly on my shoulders when we agreed to provide them. As you can imagine, the Nova Corps have a lot of fires to put out right now, both figurative and non-figurative. And as much as I would like to help out in the party planning process, I do still have at least a chunk of an empire to run. Now, could you lend your time to the cause?
All right.
Wonderful. Remember, Quill is a Terran, so you might want to try and find some of that junk food young people seem to be so fond of.
Nova Corps are so cool.
Come on, Guardians. How long does it take to beat one guy? I want to go home. What a Kang-tastic day. Sorry, I get paid to say that. I nearly joined them. I do so enjoy sitting next to the center.
Complaining about the so-called Manhattan Blizzard. Just be grateful I didn't park your...
All right. Kang's defenses are down. The Guardians are finally gonna teach that no-good buckethead a lesson.
Life sure is great when it's not raining Nova Corps ships.
I wonder if
Kang, he's watching you.
So nuts out. Maybe I should hop on Kangaroo and go on a trip. Maybe to that sandy triangle place. Where the rain falls.
There's a crime happening near you. Can you see it? Go teach those guys a lesson.
I would rather not.
It emits a sense of
so. Now that we're in Chronopolis.
Not to approach Kang surveillance drone.
that carnivorous plant near the Nova Corps building.
Chronopolis is full of food, but not all of it could be well, I can't imagine they'll be running out of food at this rate. Now, where did my assistant put that invitation? Did I even get an invitation? Maybe it's time I start opening up those messages I keep receiving. They can't all be spam. On behalf of the Nova Corps, we'd like to express our profound gratitude for your help in these catering matters. I shall see you at the event. Possibly.
Gwenpool's disembodied voice here! Your heroic deeds have unlocked one of my incredible Gwenpool missions! Go find it!
And not yet. Here's Nebula.
Who decided to put...
Sisters. Can't live with them. End of statement. My sister and I have a, shall we say, strained relationship. It's actually quite tiring hating Gamora so much, to the point where a part of me wishes the bad blood between us could just disappear. But let's face it, that's not going to happen. What I need is a sister I don't constantly have to fight. Preferably one that shares my distinct sense of fashion. And one without all that emotional baggage. I need this sister to be more like me. Totally in control of her emotions! Do you understand what I'm saying? I need you to find me this perfect sister. Build her with your own hands if you must. Can I trust you to do that? Apparently, the Avengers have a facility for assembling life forms to an exact specification. I would probably start there if I were you.
Can I just go? Alright,
Or just straight up doesn't exist.
That would be too easy, wouldn't it, game? Where's the bird ring? I've only found one.
Detected a crime pretty close to you. Hey, wouldn't it be great if this was the last crime ever? Nah, a girl can dream.
I flew across the world to get to Kunlun. Maybe priceless. Those plane tickets definitely cost.
Oh, Tiddles.
Citizens should be aware that the following locations will be renamed as soon as the necessary
Kang surveillance drone now.
It's actually looking pretty good, considering the place was shot.
What are you doing here? I advise you to leave before I get annoyed. What? You couldn't be. Surely this is some kind of trick. Fine, I'll humor you. Wow, a sister for me? We should engage in bonding activities such as fighting side by side and... Actually, I could really go for some action right about now. Come, new sister, let us seek out some enemies to fight together!
That Ronan is always so accusing. Well, I accuse him of being a big jerk.
Permit me to ask you some questions to aid in our bonding, sister. What style of hair do you think would look cute on me? If I had hair, I mean.
A mohawk.
All right, Kang's defenses are down. The Guardians are finally gonna teach that no-good buckethead a lesson.
Come, new sister, I will teach you much about combat. You lose as often as I do, you start to pick up a few tricks. Yes, sister, that's it! Reduce them all to studs! Hello! Citizen, take that, Dad! Take that, Gamora! Oh, sorry, bad habit. Come on, you're better company than Ronan at least.
these do I have to kill?
Crazy limbo world.
Huh, I guess there is something to this cooperation thing. Come, sister, let us seek out some more morally dubious opponents.
Kang surveillance drones operate in this area to ensure all citizens are living up to the expectations.
I do so enjoy sitting next to the central fountain. It imparts a sense of mystery. Like there's some sort of hidden inside.
You think you can hurt me? I'm at least 7. Tell me, what is your favorite musical band? I like the one. Stop wasting our time.
Come on, Guardians. How long does it take to beat one guy? I want to go home.
Aim for their shit!
Do we still become part of the world mind? Because I was really looking forward to chatting with my great. I'd say Xandar's actually considering the place was shot for kids, bombs all over and ripped up, dropped into some kind of crazy limbo world.
Did you try the latest magazine quiz? Apparently, I'm a Miranda.
Hey.
There's a crime happening near you. Can you see it? Go teach those guys a lesson.
Citizens are reminded that every waking moment of their lives is being recorded for quality and training purposes.
Help!
If we could only be quicker. And be quick to be kind.
Strangers are just enemies you haven't met yet. Pathetic! You are all pathetic! Is your heart even in this, sister?
Those as Guardians next to me. The way they dress and those accents?
Well, I can confirm that this was a thoroughly ridiculous idea, but that isn't to say I didn't take some pleasure from it. It was actually nice to fight alongside someone for a change. In the past, sisterly bonding time has always ended with me being bonded to more machinery, so this was a welcome change. Thank you, sister. Perhaps we can hang out again sometime.
Oh, sorry, that didn't sound dignified.
Right, so there's Gwenpool mission to do, but I need to nip out in a, what, 20 minutes or something, so we'll leave that for now. Okay, we've still got Aloe, we've still got Old West, Noir, Aedra, and Egypt. This is proving to be a marathon, man. Where do we go?
Where in tarnation they go?
Where in tarnation they
Y'all
go?
ain't seen a herd of wild horses stampeding by, did ya? Dust had barely settled after them Guardians took off when these Kree varmints from next town over came storming through in their fancy spaceship and scared my herd into the winds.
Good horses ain't easy to come by, and they sure as shoot ain't cheap, so I'm mighty interested in getting these in spec. If y'all can spare the time to help me, what do you say, darling? Appreciate it. Y'all know how to ride, right? Soon as you find a horse, just saddle up and ride it on back here to me.
Here, do you wanna think about what you're doing? No.
Y'all need something? The horses hopefully ain't gone too far. That's one. I'll look after him. You hurry on after the others.
You've got bad guys causing trouble nearby. Ugh, they make me so mad.
Alright. I say, just.
Hello there. You found another. Much obliged.
Much obliged.
Why, if it ain't my glamorous assistant from before. Thanks again for all your help.
Thinking of joining the Agricultural Trumpet Club. I hear it's a real good time.
You're doing good. Keep them coming.
Sure is dusty out.
Who'd I talk to about getting me one of the metal?
I'm literally stood next to the freaking horse, man.
Should just be the one more to find now. I'm counting on you.
So that big purple thing.
I've noticed a number of people complaining that the roads in Chronopolis are a bit of a mess. Yet, no one seems to mention all the centuries-old pyramids I brought over in one piece. Just saying.
Looks like that voodoo.
And that's a herd. Come on over so I can thank you properly.
Ooh.
Nice to know that there's some good folk around in this strange place. Thanking you kindly for all your help. Now, to get these horses tidied up and sold off to the highest bidder. Well, what did you think I was gonna do with this many horses? I'm just one woman, darling. I can't ride them all. But don't y'all worry. I'll make sure they're taken care of. And I haven't forgotten what I owe you. Y'all can call on Arizona Annie for a favor anytime you like.
Sorry.
Heard they had it
Arizona Annie.
another day. Gave the sheriff a real good pecking, huh?
Kang surveillance drones operate in this area.
Hey, y'all couldn't help me out, could ya? Those darn bandits kidnapped my farm boy, and more importantly, a bunch of my sheep. If you're gonna go rescue him, watch out for them fancy guns they got in the tunnels. They'll get you good.
I don't know what people were expecting. Making a giant head critter the sheriff was always gonna end in tears.
We need 4.
So, what are we doing today, huh?
Oh boy! A real life hero. Y'all take care of them fancy guns? Then let's skedaddle. Come on, gals. Follow this hero.
I don't think there's any need to break them. Oh, hang on.
Albie, you done rescued all my sheep.
Hello?
Don't interrupt, Clyde. I'm thanking the stranger. Here, why don't you take this as a reward? Reckon the bandits must have dropped it earlier.
Thank you. I've already done most of Old West.
$20-gallon hat.
Who ever heard of a two-gun kid? Those
We've only one gun.
yellow-bellied, good-for-nothing hoodlums took off with my gun. How's a fella supposed to go by the name of Two-Gun Kid when he's only toting one gun? And don't even think about suggesting a name change, partner. I just got my business cards done. Now, the only option here is to track down those varmints and get back my gun. Y'all gonna help, right?
A reminder.
Oh, yeah.
Typical American.
Let's get
Solutions always more guns.
Pretty sure I saw them varmints come this way.
Why are they always attacking me?
That's them crooked pistol pitchers. Get them! Huh. Looks like none of them had my gun. Reckon there's more of them up ahead. Reach for the sky. Dang it, that'd have been so much better if I had both my guns.
Ow.
That was a little embarrassing.
Are you gonna hit him?
Looks like that voodoo wall surrounding King's Tower disappeared. If anyone's looking to go up there and clean his plow...
Oh, so those flags mean you've done them.
I got myself another problem, if you can spare the time. Oh boy, we got ourselves a real curly wolf here.
Please, just...
Any of them drop my gun? No? Darn it. Well, nothing for it but to keep on keeping on.
Phew. That'll teach him to mess with us.
These uns are uglier than the last fellas. One of these bozos definitely has my gun.
The Pistol Pincher. What a name. Are you going to actually hit him?
I knew it. There's my gun. Woohoo! Y'all got my gun back, meaning the two-gun kid is officially back in business. Wonder if the fella I borrowed this name from ever had this kind of trouble. Oh, heck. I could have just given my business cards to that guy. Well, no point crying over spilt cactus milk. Thanks for your help, partner. You ever have need for my two guns, just holler.
You can get milk out of a cactus?
Shame, I probably got about 1 million of these at home.
Who's this guy?
He's watching you.
Are you an ace in the saddle?
Phantom Rider.
Howdy. Ever since this whole Chronopolis business started, my horse Banshee and I have been looking to test our skills against riders from all places and times. So far, ain't nobody faced us who put up much of a challenge. But I tell ya, ain't nothing like new terrain and fresh challengers to hone your skills. These concrete roads are tough on old Banshee here, but that just gets them all the more fired up. Alls we need now is an opponent. So, you interested in a race? That's the spirit. Let's ride. Step on into the magical portal when you're ready to race.
I wonder if that old prospector ever got his crane working. Sounded like he found some real good loot down there.
Gallop. Oh.
Banshee. Looks like we done been beaten at our own game. Reckon we got our work cut out for us if we're gonna reclaim our titles as the fastest riders in Chronopolis. In the meantime, it'd be an honor if you'd have us ride alongside you, friend. From here on, consider Phantom Rider to be your biggest fan, Tom. Ha ha.
Oh, sorry. That didn't sound dignified. I'm in.
The name's not Tom. That's still locked. We'll get Stan.
Not sure who's behind it this time, but there's more trouble on your doorstep. Go get him.
Get me out of here!
I am unfamiliar with this.
Right, so what did that do for me?
I'm all over this game. At what point do I stop being a cameo and start being a star?
Have you been rustling the wrong people's feathers in Xandar? I've just spotted a major villain headed that way.
So we got a boss fight as well. That's 2 boss fights we need to do. How many times do I have to learn? We'll save Stan again, and then it's probably going to be time to nip off for half an hour,
Suggestions on how to improve Chronopolis can submit them to the big my Citadel. While it may look as though your idea is being thrown into the abyss, I actually have a very impressive and high-tech system in place for collecting this data.
How do you get into these things, Stan? Honestly.
Excelsior!
Right, what are we at? I've got a puzzle there to do. We've done that though, haven't we? Right, I need to get off. I'm back on in about an hour. Cheers for watching. I'll see you later.